we got some emails come through on osbornemediahouse.com. Please go subscribe, sign up. That people were like, hey, what's this about? And there's someone with an email that says the Osbournes podcast management at Gmail.
Peter Johnson.
And this person has been emailing
my
businesses,
friends,
anyone kind of in the
Connected,
orbit of us.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, do you want to buy ad space? Do you want to come on the pod? Like, essentially trying to defraud people to get money.
He's so fucking stupid that he made an appointment and went on a Zoom call with Pete.
No, didn't even make an appointment. We're going to do this right now.
We're going to FaceTime him?
We're going to get him on the call.
I love it. I love it.
We're going to get a scammer.
Crazy. Hey, but that's how it goes.
I need to go to a happier place.
I feel romantic.
Shut up, Ozzy.
Just go to bed, darling.
All right, change the subject.
That was a very powerful clap. I felt the power in that clap.
My ear kind of went.
I felt the power in that clap. Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
Can we please go into the most exciting news ever?
Here he is.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Good morning, precious little man.
Well, now we got to come up with a good name for him.
Well,
okay, let's give the backstory.
Hold on. People online have called him, he's gone from Pork Chop, the Underdog Heroes Rescue called him Pork Chop. Then it was changed to people online that were following him thought Walter was the name. And now he's here.
Walter's a good name.
Walter
is. But
Walter's a good name. I like Walter.
we've got all these names flying
Walter's
around.
not bad.
But we should give the whole history on how...
Who likes Walter the most?
You like Walter?
I like Walter. Do you?
Walter's my number 2. I like Baby for number 1.
I like Baby or
Baby.
Piggy.
I like Baby.
You would, though.
Okay, let's
Let's
say,
give the story on how this gorgeous creature came to be in our house.
Right. So I was strolling TikTok. That's very
right.
unusual. And I saw this little angel. And he had been set on fire and left. And he was very, very skinny. And a guy saw him, saved him. And the Underdog Heroes Rescue took him in and basically saved his life. And I want to give a huge shout out to Leilani and Soshi, who have dedicated their lives with this rescue.
Yeah.
And everything they do is to rescue dogs that have been harmed, and they find the best homes. And
That's so commendable.
it's just, I can't even begin to tell you two
I'm glad
women.
he's in our house now.
He's so gorgeous.
Pretty damn handsome.
Come here.
And just for anybody that has got a spare, even $10, and they want to give it to a good cause, we're going to put up on our site where to send the money to for Underdog Heroes Rescue, because
they've done a great job with him.
Amazing job.
Like, he was severely burnt, and you were saying earlier that he wasn't social at all.
He was terrified of people, and he was
You
grossly
can't blame him,
underweight.
though, can
No.
But
And
can we just talk about something, please?
what?
How could a human being do what was done to this dog?
I mean,
I don't understand how sick people can be, Mum.
Well, this is the rescue room because we all know Wesley, and Wesley was found in
Walking the
West
main
Hollywood.
streets.
He was
I forgot where. I don't think it was West Hollywood. It was
It
somewhere.
was
though.
Los Feliz or
Koreatown.
something.
Yeah, it was somewhere. Yeah, my friend called me and was just like, "Hey, my friends found this Pomeranian. They can't keep it because they're not allowed dogs in their apartment. Do you guys want to?" And it was mid-COVID.
yeah.
Then again, what I found sad was during COVID, people took dogs in from the pound. After it was over, they gave them back.
Yeah, they did.
That's just right crazy.
Yeah, but the thing
I
is...
got my COVID baby, OT girl.
Well, the thing is, when you did get OT that way, but the thing is, if you're not working and you're home all the time, you can take a dog, and then when people have to go back to work,
I mean, there are situations like that and circumstances
Yeah.
where I understand that.
Yeah.
But there was an awful lot of people that just got dogs and then were
We're
like,
having
"Oh, I
a
don't want
kennel
this anymore."
outside.
sorry,
We're putting a kennel outside and putting the dog out in the yard.
You
That's
live in an
not fair.
apartment.
Oh, yeah.
it's hard. You can't. It's really hard. But look at him. He is the most mellowest, most friendly dog ever.
The most beautiful thing about the whole situation to me is that after such terrible things were done to him, he's still so full of love. And he is a happy dog. And
I don't know how anybody could find... Oh, I'm going to set this fucking dog on fire.
And the thing is, I don't know if people remember, but Jackie had a dog called Lola,
Did.
and looked.
It's a living rig on it.
It is. It's
Lola's
it's
brother.
Lola come back.
Just a little toastier.
Jack.
It's well done, Lola.
Look, but look how.
You had to return like...
And it's
Oh, has to come
literally
back
it's
with a bang.
Right.
it's 24 hours that he's been
Yeah.
here.
And,
And
he's
he
like,
hasn't pooed or peed in the house once.
Nope.
he's
Yeah.
a good boy.
It's like the only
There's
potty
plenty
trained
of
dog
some.
you have.
Go see your
Just looked at
dada.
you like, what do you want?
Fuck off.
Hey, it's Kelly Osbourne here. Let's talk about something that we all love. Sleep. If you're anything like me, you know how crucial it is to beat the heat and get a good night's rest, especially during those hot summer nights. That's where Cozy Earth comes in. Cozy Earth bedding products are engineered to keep you cool no matter how hot it gets. I've been using their sheets, and let me tell you, they are a total game changer. The cutting-edge technology regulates your body temperature, giving you uninterrupted and refreshing sleep all summer long. I sleep in Cozy Earth's best-selling bamboo sheets made from viscose from bamboo, and they are the softest, the most luxurious. It is a game changer. I wake up less. I have to wash my sheets less because you don't sweat. It's amazing, although I do still change my sheets like probably twice a week. Anyway, they're the best sheets in the world. Remember to go to cozyearth.com/Osbournes to enjoy 30% off using the code Osbournes. And after placing your order, please select podcast in the survey and then select the Osbourne podcast in the drop-down menu that follows.
All right, well, should we get into it?
Yes, let's get into it. Hold on, I need my paper.
I've got it.
I
can-
need it though. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
You know what we should do, actually?
Go on.
We should open up on the podcast people what they think of the names. Like,
Yes.
maybe we should do like a vote thing, a vote bar. Like,
Yeah, on the name of the dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
If you're interested in giving this dog a fantastic name, please
Hold on a second.
do you post it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do a. We can actually do a
Competition.
No, what do they call it? A census thing on
He said, "Fuck off." Oh. Get out of my face. Mum, are you going to get him fixed?
He is fixed.
Oh,
darling.
what then?
They're shrinking. He was only done 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's a sad sack.
Jack.
He's got a sad sack now.
Look.
Okay, are you guys ready for this
Yes,
one?
we are.
We're doing a current event episode. We're keeping it current. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about what the kids are talking about these days.
Are you guys up on German politics? I wasn't. I now am. Because of this.
Come on,
Have you
then.
guys seen this? Heard
No,
this?
I don't know.
They don't know anything about it, Jack.
Are we
okay,
gonna- are we
I
gonna-
have it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, there is a German politician named Martin Neumeyer, and he is currently in the Free Democratic Party and in an up-and-coming local election. And he was caught on camera licking public toilets and sucking on the toilet brush.
What?
But, it's not even caught on camera.
He's filming
filmed
himself.
licking toilet seats. In,
Are we ready? And I want you to listen because it will help you understand the story. Let me make sure the volume's all the way up.
No, hold on.
Hi, baby.
Just can't
wait.
be.
Just wait until you see.
Are you guys ready?
German politician is under fire
Look.
after he was seen licking public toilets in a series of inappropriate videos. German politician Martin Neumeier allegedly licked the public facilities, claiming it was part of his punishment. It's unclear what the punishment was for.
No,
He has not only been caught on camera licking toilets, he's also been caught cosplaying as Adolf Hitler with a mustache made of his own shit.
Oh.
Now listen.
Please.
I don't
swear,
know.
I swear to God.
This might be a wildly unpopular comment to make, given the sensitivity of the internet these days. But let's be honest. Germany doesn't have a great track record with its politicians already. So why is anyone surprised?
No, I'm just saying that the fact, when asked about it, the only thing that was told is that it was part of his punishment, and there was no other. He didn't say anything else. And you're like, well, what's he being punished for?
I take comfort in knowing that
What did he do?
even the Democratic Party in Germany's fucked.
It's crazy.
But what are people saying?
Nobody is saying anything, and there's been so much footage and videos.
The guy's obviously very ill.
But all of this evidence of him doing stuff like this is being removed from the internet, and nobody knows why.
You guys are kink shaming Martin.
I'm not kink shaming him. I just want to know what he did.
I can tell you what he did.
What did he do?
He clearly something very naughty, and he had to have a punishment from licking a toilet.
But who was the person that
Delegated,
decided what the punishment, if it fitted the crime?
If I have to do a punishment, I don't look so gleeful as
Can we
him.
go back to talking about the Osbournes?
No, shush. I
but for
think
real.
that he probably was caught sucking somebody off.
No, but no.
come on.
I don't think he would care. He's licking a fucking toilet brush
And
from a
smearing-
public toilet.
And giving himself his own dirty Sanchez. Like,
He took a poo.
What a great
took the
way to
poo,
start the fucking
put it on his
podcast.
face and made a Hitler mustache.
What's next?
how many minutes
and
in are we?
then
Hitler's fucking summer camp.
And we're already
Shut
talking
up,
about
everyone.
shit. And we're already
And-
talking about shit.
and made a video of himself.
What was that, Cal?
He dressed up as Hitler on film.
How do you know?
Because it's on film.
I think that he should be put in prison and his job
think he
is
needs help. I
cleaning
think
the
he's
toilets
got-
in
obviously-
prison.
Yes.
Got something wrong with his brain.
But what
He's
did
not
he
right.
do?
Well,
the
maybe
head.
have
Can
something
you
wrong with his fucking
imagine?
lips.
Think of this, what his breath smells like.
Even worse, can you imagine how many times he's got E. coli?
Yeah, Mum, you can die from doing things
Yeah.
like
But
that.
he probably likes to shit.
Why are we talking about this fucking guy?
Because he is a politician and he is running right now. He is
I
up
couldn't
for
give a
election.
fuck. I'm not German.
But this is news. This is what's happening in our world.
It's very
No,
telling of the
it's
times
not-
we're living in.
What's
Yeah,
happening
it
in
is.
Germany?
It is. It is telling. And because everybody in politics are
Why
fucking
do we always have
nuts.
to talk about human fucking shit all
No,
the time?
it goes to prove that it's all over the world that nutters are trying to run the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because here's
Who's the one here that dresses in drag that's really funny?
Oh,
And,
no,
like,
the liar.
He's such a liar. Everything is a lie that comes
Oh,
out
well,
of his
he's-
mouth.
he's
He
got-
said
he
that
got
he
the
was.
boot.
He said that he was.
He's been Jewish. He's been black. He's been Hispanic.
What was his name? The guy from Long
Dear
Island.
something.
A confused man.
Yeah, he's
But Dad, he like
they caught him on all these lies, and he was just like,
Okay.
whatever. Yeah,
like it didn't phase him.
Well, it's-
yeah. But that's the problem. There's no more shame, and if you look at it used to be like the most innovative, brilliant minds would be like, okay, I'm gonna go into politics, whatever. Now, anyone that's smart goes, fuck that, I'm gonna stay
Out.
in private industry and become a billionaire. And so now it's just been whittled down to like losers,
The
mutants,
lowest
and liars.
common denominator. Nutters. Absolute nutters.
I don't.
But this just goes to show, like, this is coming out in Germany. I wonder what they're doing in Washington.
I can tell you.
Don't let's get involved with all this shit.
I'm just saying, though, Dad, like, this is so crazy. And he's not even, like, it doesn't seem like he's
I'll
embarrassed by
tell you
it.
what's going on in Washington.
Nothing.
No, they're all at Snoop's house.
Mum, Snoop's house?
Snoop.
You mean P. Diddy, you
Same
idiot.
thing.
No, it's not.
Very different.
Very
Okay.
different. Mum's like, she thought she had a cracking joke just then. They're all at Snoop's house. You could not have made
Fucking
yourself more
Snoop.
white, Mum.
Snoop. What's he done?
Smoking dope.
Yeah.
So legal.
He's a fucking
You should
genius.
probably try it. It might help.
Yeah,
I think she already
seriously, Mum.
has this morning with the way she sounds.
Get out.
Yeah, no, I think it's very telling of the times of like every country's political party is just everyone's just gone mad.
But there's always somebody to top that. There's somebody else that'll fucking top that. It's like
We just
who
let
could
we
it's like a tattoo all down. It's gone from arms and legs and body to fucking faces and necks. It's like where
Jack
is it
wants to
going
get
to
a neck
start?
tattoo.
yeah.
Oh no, Jack,
I want to get a neck
please
tattoo.
don't.
Why?
Because
My body, am I right?
everybody has it. Why do you need it?
What would you get? Let's just talk about that.
Like a scorpion or like,
Are you serious?
I don't know. I was thinking about getting
This face.
I was thinking about getting an owl.
Oh, that's cool. Mum would like that.
Yeah.
I love owls.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting like a really cool, very well detailed
You're
owl.
fucking mad.
Hang on a second.
Have I got any on my neck?
Hold on.
Have I got any on my neck?
You of all people should. Who are you to tell anyone
Yeah,
they're mad?
okay. Have I got any on my neck?
No, you got your on your hands though, and you just got a new one on your hand.
I'm going to be really
not-
honest with you. I almost got Sid in white ink tattooed on my neck in tiny letters.
For
My baby.
baby or
Right,
baby
for my
daddy.
baby.
Okay.
And I didn't
Sid,
do
Sid.
it. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I want a fucking
Today's
neck
show
clip.
is fucking
I don't want it to say
unbelievable.
Sid by my ear.
You want a neck lift?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Your breath.
He's been sucking toilet brushes and licking
He's
toilets.
actually
He smells like it,
He's a
Mom.
German politician. He is
Please
actually.
don't breathe in my mouth.
He's probably equally as intelligent as a
Oh,
German
you know it.
politician.
He's probably more intelligent.
I would say more
One thing I have to say hello to Auntie Jean.
Hi,
Auntie
Auntie Jean.
Hello. Yeah, that's quite a story.
Isn't it nuts? Like, people never fail me.
How old is he?
He's in his 40s, I think.
Too old.
This boom out is fucking driving me fucking
All right,
nuts.
let me fix it. Hold on. Oh, Kelly, you should come out with your own poopery line.
Do you know how badly I want to do that? Because I don't like the smell of poopery.
Yeah, you should come out Kelly's poopery.
Oh God.
Why
Off
not?
again.
Why not? No, I'm just
That's it
saying.
again,
What do you
Mama.
mean? We're not at it. How is that at it? We're in
not
agreement
at
with
it.
each
Talking
other.
about shit between yourselves.
You made me
Okay.
this way. You did this to me.
Should we move on?
Yes,
All right.
please.
So, did you guys see that Graceland allegedly is in foreclosure?
But I can't see. It's got a.
Have you seen all the conspiracy theories about it?
She loaned $3 million. Graceland makes like $50 million a year. Man.
Yeah. Well, allegedly, there was a document. Lisa Marie Presley took a loan out for like $3.5 million, like you're saying, from this company, and she used Graceland as collateral.
Yeah.
And apparently, they're saying this company that came forward is saying that she defaulted on the loan, didn't pay it back. They put a lien on the house, and then they've somehow pushed the house into foreclosure.
I don't know how they could do it.
But the thing is,
Yeah, but Mum, also the backstory on this is that this company isn't even a real company.
but when did she take the loan?
Riley Ko has come.
Ko.
Riley Ko has come forward and said that that's not her mother's signature. This isn't a real thing. The company is bullshit, and she's countersued. What?
It's just the whole thing is heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking, but
Mum.
it's modern days.
Yeah, some people are saying it's like a scam. You know how you hear these like reverse mortgage
Sure,
scams,
of course,
and
of course.
you know people are losing their houses that way by someone's.
I mean, if it's not real, they've got to have a really good forgery signature.
Can I just ask, this company, what does it say it trades as? A money
I
lender?
haven't. I didn't do enough research because I can't remember if it's specified or not, because I don't think it did. But what they're saying is that this company isn't even a real company.
Actually, as I read further, though, it says that a lawyer dropped the claim because the judge sided with Riley Ko, and they were like, "No, it's bullshit. Like, that's actually not a real. It's a scam."
What are we talking about?
People are sick.
They're really
so
sick.
sick. They probably suck the toilet brushes too, these lot. I mean, it's just a
But
disgrace.
to do that to a young woman who's just lost her mother, who is, who's now got an entire enterprise that she's got to look after. Her dad's legacy.
could be worse.
Her mum's. It's
It's
she's got two sisters.
stabbed.
it's terrible. She's lost her brother, her mother, and
Brother.
her brother died.
died.
Oh,
Lisa
yeah.
Marie's son, yeah. And then she got into an altercation with her grandmother. It's just so sad. The whole thing is so sad.
It's money.
Mo money, mo problems.
Yep. Yeah, it's just heartbreaking, and I hope it all ends well for her.
I do too.
Really,
Because Graceland is so iconic, and for it not to be in
What's
the hands of a family member,
is
Would be-
disgraceful.
it would be disgraceful.
But who are the sickos that dreamed this thing up?
It's a common scam. It
mean,
isn't like a.
People are very, very.
Well, let's talk
you know,
about scams for a second here. We are currently in the throes
of
of
being scammed, Mum. Did you know this?
we're being scammed. So, okay.
There's Jack.
So there we got some emails come through on osbornemediahouse.com. Please go subscribe, sign up. That people were like, "Hey, what's this about?" And there's someone with an email that says the Osbournes podcast
His name is-
management at Gmail.
Peter Johnson,
And this person has been emailing
my
businesses,
friends.
anyone kind of in the
Connected,
orbit of us,
yeah.
saying, "Hey, do you want to buy ad space? Do you want to come on the pod?" Essentially trying to defraud people to get money.
He's so fucking stupid that he made an appointment and went on a Zoom call with Pete.
No, didn't even make. No, didn't even make an appointment. We're gonna do this right now.
We're
Come
gonna
on.
FaceTime him.
We're gonna get him on the call.
I love
Wait.
it. I love it.
We're
I
gonna
love
get
it.
we're gonna get a
Be
scammer.
like, oi, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah.
He'll hang up, so
No,
you have
no,
to be
what?
nice.
No, you don't have to be nice to people like this, Mum. He's trying to get money out of people
No,
unfairly.
to entice him to talk.
Pete sent me the link to the Zoom. Where is it? Hold on.
Have you gone to the police?
There's nothing you can do.
If he's asking for money, there is Jack.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Here we go.
For a different voice.
Hello.
Oh, gorgeous boy.
Let's see if he's picking up. Host has joined. Hello. Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for connecting the call. I hope this is a good time for you.
Sorry. Say that again.
I hope this is a good time for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I got your email, and I'm really kind of curious about, what you have to offer.
Of course. We are open to discuss everything in detail right now in this call. So we're inviting Alisa for an all-long podcast that is going to be live streamed on Facebook. Are you the management for Alisa?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I'm just wondering, she has a small page with the verified ones. I'm wondering, that is connected with the Facebook podcast. So are you still interested in joining the podcast that is connected by, Club Shay? And we are more than happy to invite you for an all-long podcast. All right.
Sure. Yeah. I'm curious. Who's going to be on this podcast?
It's gonna be Shannon Sharp.
Okay. And then what's the connection to the Osbournes podcast? Because that's what the email said. They hung up. Let's jump back in. Let's see if he picks up.
He sounds like English is not his first language.
No.
Is he?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to a scam happening in real life.
In real life, live and direct.
Amazing. Oh, you know what we should do? So there's these
We can weekly call him and
no,
update and see if he...
No, there's this there's these guys online that have a huge following where they go after scammers. We should contact them.
Why don't we?
And see if they want to do like, hey,
Yeah.
can we find these
Yeah.
people?
We're getting all the information, but this guy is either extorting companies to get money for advertising and pocketing the money that should go to us.
Yes, that's what I think is happening.
And he's also like, the weird thing is like the first person on my end that he contacted was Amanda Lepore, who is like one of the most iconic drag queens of all time. She's transcends that, and I don't understand what she's like. Kelly, what is this about?
Try on this one.
Oh.
Different number.
But does it say you?
No.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, but you should do the talking.
Okay.
Oh, you speak with an American voice.
Hold on.
To clarify in the email, what he had said is, I'm Peter Johnson, responsible for overseeing back-end operations at the Osbournes podcast. So he works for the Osbournes podcast, allegedly, and is seeking talent.
Wait, what if Peter Johnson is Peter his alter ego? He did, yeah.
Swarmy, right?
I don't think he's in England. No, because he sounded Asian.
Yeah.
Oh,
did
not
Yeah.
Asian.
No.
Yeah, he sounded Indian.
Yeah,
Robin.
like,
he?
yeah.
Did
Asian.
voices?
He
'Cause he
did.
was like, "Good day, mate."
Oh, weird.
After I was
He
like,
started off English.
"No, he didn't
He
change
did,
it."
yeah.
Here we go.
All right, calling the psycho, take 2.
Let's call this fucking scam piece of shit fucking turd. But I will say, hold on, let me see. No, don't hold it up to your ear, because. All right. So I will say the fact that this is happening is I actually consider it a good thing.
You do?
Yeah, because
We're really successful that people are pretending
means
to be
that
us.
we're succeeding.
Have we put out so everybody knows
What we're
it's a
gonna do
scam?
is we're gonna blast something out on social media, and well, now this is gonna be in the episode.
A
Next
warning.
comes out on Tuesday. So anyone out there, if you receive an email from anyone like Osbourne podcast management, that's none of our emails. We don't have that in
It's-
any
no.
of our emails. If you have any questions, you can go to customer support at osbornemediahouse.com, and you can send an email there. That's the best way to reach the team. Peter Fuckface, wherever he is, does not work for us.
Nope.
And allegedly,
Do you know what his name is? Peter Johnson, which is like Dick.
So it's just an assumed name.
It's not real. He's just it's a made up name. It's like
Peter.
It's like Johnson Smith.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
he doesn't sound like his last name is Johnson.
No, he doesn't. No. However, allegedly, though, the information that I have surmised is that he has a tie-in with that German toilet-licking
Yes,
politician.
absolutely.
I believe there is a connection there.
I have to know more about this politician.
Of course you do.
It's
That's
just
his
so
shit,
crazy.
So I guess maybe he's caught on that we've caught on to him. So perhaps we'll try again later.
We definitely will try again later.
But fuck that guy.
He's nuts. Like,
Who does that?
and like
Scammers.
Yeah.
reaching out
Hustlers.
to all people that
But
we know.
I actually I'm gonna reach out to those the hacker
Yeah.
guys
Definitely.
because they do really great content where they will hack into the computers at these scam centers in like Sri Lanka.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then
A lot of them come from Africa.
but they do. But the ones that they usually go of are the ones in like India and Sri Lanka, and it's amazing what they do. They turn on the cameras on the computers, and then they hack into the security cameras, and they're watching these scammers freaking out while these hackers have taken over their computers.
Yeah.
And they'll drain their accounts and like donate the money and like do all
That's
this
brilliant.
crazy
That's
shit.
wonderful.
It is
That's some
awesome.
Robin Hood shit right
Oh,
there.
it is so cool. And they use all like cutting edge hacking. It's like something out of a movie what these guys do.
I have a question because I want Dad to engage in the conversation. Are we cool talking about the next topic?
I think we should talk about the next topic. Dad's not going to want to, but I think I want to at least hear why he doesn't want to.
Are you ready?
I don't want to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No.
No.
We're not talking about that.
What?
So, have you seen new surveillance footage? A video shows Sean Diddy Combs grabbing, shoving, kicking his ex-girlfriend singer Cassie
I have.
during
So I guess the backstory is they had been having an altercation.
He'd already punched her in the eye.
Yes, and he then had fallen asleep.
Yes.
And she packed her shit and hightailed it.
The thing is, it's just, superficially, when you meet someone, I think we should all keep it in our minds. This is just a superficial social meeting where you really have no idea. They're being very nice, but then when people ask you about them, you must always remember, we don't know him.
Yeah.
We really don't know him. On a social level, he was fine, lovely.
It's different, like saying that about I don't know. I met him at a fucking party. Very different from, say, like the allegations that came out like around Manson, where we know him, not intimately like that, but
I think one of his sons just got put in jail.
Who? Diddy?
Yeah.
Oh no, he got arrested when they did the raid.
Which was unfair.
Put away in jail.
It wasn't like a kid's son. It was like his older, like a.
I still think that you leave the kids alone.
Well, if they're involved in some shit,
Who knows? It's like a spider's web right now. It's an ugly, ugly situation. It's.
Either way, it doesn't look very good for him in the future, does it?
No.
Do you know what was the most telling part to me of that whole thing? That made me believe that this wasn't just a one-time only thing. Was the way that she just lied there. She didn't get up. She didn't fight back. She didn't do anything.
No.
It was like that had happened to her before. And she knew that if she did anything, no matter what she did, she was going to get hurt more. So she literally just...
Possumed up.
And that is so heartbreaking to see a woman in that position. And I think it's got to be said what an incredibly brave woman Cassie is to come forward and to stand up for herself and get some...
She got a lot of money.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
that fucks you
matter.
up for
She
life.
deserves all his money.
Kicked me in the fucking head for $30 million.
Yeah, I'd take a kick from Diddy for 30 mil.
I don't
you?
know. It's, sorry?
You got a kick in the head for $30 million?
Only if I could kick him in the balls 3 times harder with a pair of fucking metal boots.
All right.
Right?
You
Fucking hit me and got your head chopped off. It's like, no. But I must say that she was filmed 2 days later with him going to an event, and she was
Deadpan.
dead, like no expression, totally like
Numb.
of what went on.
We
We
do
saw,
know.
which was totally insane behavior to do to a young
Yeah, okay.
And my thing,
woman.
if
Any woman,
if
old,
she-
young.
if she had been doing something that was, he could turn around and be like, no, she smacked me over the head with a vase or whatever beforehand. If that was the case,
Why drag her back?
Why drag her back? If someone is being violent towards you, you're like,
Get
go
out.
away, like be gone. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
see you. But no, he beat her up and then dragged her back into the hotel room.
Yeah.
It's just so disturbing.
It was something that when you look at it, you do feel sick inside.
Yeah.
To see such
I mean,
violence to...
and then if you look at the backstory on the fact that he denied the existence of that video for so long.
You just can't. Well, as I said, like where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. And it is just an extension of
Epstein?
Jeffrey, yes.
Yeah.
You think?
Well, that's the rumor. There's a ton, if you go deep into the X Reddit hole, internet.
There's so many crazy conspiracy theories going around about this
Yes.
situation. I don't know what to believe.
Yes, and and here's my thing. I lean into, okay, it's plausible.
Yeah.
Like absolutely plausible. I don't necessarily believe it until there's actual, evidence that can be reviewed and legitimate,
But we
legitimized.
know he's a
quiet.
professional liar. Put it that way. You know he's a professional liar. So when he's asked something, he's going to cover it
you-
up with bullshit.
Did you see the footage where he was being interviewed and he was sat next to Mike Tyson?
And he put his hand under Mike Tyson's leg, and Tyson goes,
Yep. Very weird.
very
Very
weird.
fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a lot of like,
I think another thing that's really sus about the whole situation is how quiet Hollywood is about it.
yes.
Because
that's
everybody's got something to do with him.
I just think it's that, what is it? Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I mean, he is one of the biggest names in the industry and has been for a very long time, since the late 90s is when he really kind of took off bigger than, he was the biggest hip hop artist for one point.
God, do you remember his whole shtick where he had his valet holding the umbrella behind him wherever he walked?
Bentley.
He would go.
Was it I don't know if that was Bentley. I don't think he was. I don't remember.
But anyway, he would have this valet with the big black umbrella
Dad needs.
walking everywhere. It was just, he put up a good front.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one thing that I associate with him that I do think of fondly was how funny his mother was. Do you remember we used to see her shopping in Prada in New York?
No.
And
No, I don't remember at all. But I remember he sent some really nice chicken. That's all I remember.
it's just...
From his chicken restaurant in New York, he sent it to us. But anyway, it's ugly. It's disgraceful.
But it's also, it's Hollywood.
But he'll be a social leper now.
Yes and no. Yes and no. There are the people that will be absolutely loyal, and then there are people that'll be like, get away. And I guess it all comes down to what happens now. They raided his house, but he took off to Ecuador. Is he even in the country?
Yeah, he's in
Miami,
last
apparently.
seen in Miami. I
But
mean,
why if they arrested a bunch of people and he took off, why didn't they arrest him when he came back?
He didn't go.
I don't think he went.
No, he did. He got on a plane and left the country, didn't
No,
he?
he didn't.
He didn't?
They
Went
stopped
to
him.
Florida.
no, I thought they didn't stop him. They
Yeah.
let him go.
He
See,
didn't. He chose not to go. He was in Miami.
But it's awfully quiet about the raid. Like, okay, well, what did they find? Why did they arrest his kids? And now you're hearing these things that he's got. One conspiracy theory is the reason why this hasn't been pushed further is because he has footage and he has knowledge and he has all this stuff of other crimes with very well-known people.
Oh, well.
and have you been watching Jaguar? She's a great singer. She used to sing with the Roots. She's an unbelievable singer, and she's in her 40s, and she used to hang with him and Jay-Z, and she has come out, and the things she says are just absolutely unbelievable.
About Diddy or about Jay-Z as well?
Both of them. Both
Wow.
of them.
It's going to get so
I mean,
ugly
she's
and so
accusing
messy.
Diddy of murder, and I mean, like, unbelievable
Well, he
stuff.
did. The guy that took the fall for him. There was that rapper that Diddy apparently shot someone in front of everyone, like
in a club.
In a club.
That's with J-Lo.
Yeah, and that guy said, "No, I did it."
Yeah, and took the gun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all filthy. Put it that way.
But it's all for me. I'm like, oh, it's like a 1920s gangster, like.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Oh, it's totally that,
Yeah.
but in real life.
yeah.
But I
Massey.
tell you who is absolutely hysterical with all of this.
Who?
50 Cent.
Oh, that's right, Mom.
I love him.
He's...
Well, he just sold a show about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He and because he somehow has footage that he owns that is going to go in the documentary, and he has sold that to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But I think 50 Cent is fucking hilarious.
He is
when
the
he gets a
funniest,
bee in his bonnet
sharpest
about
wit.
someone.
Did you ever see what he said about Mayweather?
No.
He's like, I'll pay you like $100,000 to read a single page of Harry Potter. Because he was saying that like Mayweather was illiterate. And so he was like talking shit about him online. He like, read a page of Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like his trolling.
Yeah,
He should be
he's
called 52
hysterical.
cents.
Why?
Because he adds his 2 cents into everything and it's fucking genius.
Oh, good one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. But, and now, as long as you guys have been in the music industry, like this is something that has occurred forever, right?
I tell you what's occurred forever is people getting kickbacks to play music with that's all stopped because now of streaming. And what has been forever is orgies, young girls, underage, people abusing them with drugs, drugging them, people abusing them, men, obviously ran the music business.
Yeah.
And
it was the boys' club for...
Boys' club, absolute boys' club. It was all rock and roll, sex and drugs. Not only with the bands, which you expect, comes with it, but in the business side, very, very much. Crooked lawyers, being paid by the record company to represent artists, all of that. Prince was the one that was right.
What did
when
he say?
Prince came out, and he was really the first to come out and say this is all crooked. It's, the contracts that artists are made to sign are wrong and all of that. And the shit that Kanye does, Prince did it years before and came out.
Now, what, from like a management perspective, speaking of the contracts, what do you see now in contracts that is different from 30 years ago or 40 years ago?
No bands now would sign over everything.
No, and no in
They
perpetuity.
took a word out of the contract, which was
In perpetuity?
In perpetuity.
Yeah.
We signed with Sabbath to Essex Music with that word in perpetuity, and we got fuck all. To this day, his son is raking in fucking fortunes.
That's
It
disgusting.
was owned by a family business, Essex Music, and the father ran it, started it, and Sabbath were made to sign from their management a contract that was absolutely insane.
And you can't get the contract overturned, thrown out?
No.
Yes, things change, but it's so wrong. I think it was everything before 78 is not in perpetuity, I think. But they should make it now, and when this was changed law in England, and Duran had a lot to do with it by getting it changed. But it's just so unfair. It's, it is the same as...
Well, I think we got something like a half a point each.
I mean,
Really?
it's just, they're
That's disgusting.
Was
they're
this the publishing?
Yeah.
publishing.
And like, you could, because Warner Brothers owns the original catalog,
It
right?
was,
The original catalogue in North America.
Okay.
and Canada.
Yeah, it's North America.
Yeah. But so, wow, it's interesting. It's actually, it's all, so who, now Essex, does it still exist?
It was taken over by another company, but the
What's that
son
company?
runs it. I can't even remember. The son runs it. I got on okay with the father. I went to him because he had the Black Sabbath, but also individually signed. So if they went off, Ozzy went off and went solo. And I said to him, I had a meeting with him, and I said, you've taken the best that Ozzy's had, and you want to take his now solo career. And I said to him, the solo career will do nothing, you know that. So why don't you take 4 songs from this album and let him go, just so he has peace of mind.
Wow, so he has 4 songs from
Blizzard, and let him go.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said, yeah, you're right. It's not going to happen. I said, look, we give him he's trying.
Yeah.
And did it that way. And he said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was the same way as Warner Brothers, when your dad was signed to Warner Brothers too, as a band and solo. And when Ozzy's first album was done, we sent it to Mo Austin. And Mo Austin wrote back with a letter saying, good try, Ozzy, but send us your next attempt. We're passing.
Wow.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
Yeah, they just,
It was Dad's sound was so different with Blizzard from,
Yeah.
it was such a
And-
departure from where he was.
And nobody left bands in those days and really went on and
Was
in the
successful.
70s, Yeah, exactly. At the 70s, it didn't happen.
So who
That's
was
why
like?
you're a double winner in the Hall of Fame, buddy.
So who do you recall back in the day would have been like the biggest like music mob mafiosa kind of guy?
Who was like the Diddy of back in the day?
God, there's so many. There were agents, there were managers. My dad was one of them. The guy who was my dad's security and driver, Peter Grant,
who went on to manage
Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
He was a
Wrestler.
no, he was a security at clubs, and my dad met him, and he became dad's security and driver. And so when he managed Zeppelin, I mean, he had the finest of them all. And with Jimmy Page and, you know, Robert, and he was a heavy. They were very brutal. They were very, very brutal in business. Maybe this man's called me back. No.
That's silence phones.
So anyway,
You want to silence it?
I am. So anyway, they beat up people. They
Hung them over balconies, all sorts.
No, my dad was the one that hung Robert Stigwood over a balcony.
Why did he hang him out of a balcony?
Because he was trying to take his band, the Small Faces, so he hung him out of his office window.
Did Don ever try to hang you out of a window?
No. Trying to throw me out his house.
He was verbally abusive to
Oh yeah.
Daddy, yeah, very verbally abusive.
I don't like that.
Who did your dad hang out with? Did he hang out with like gangsters and other folks
It
like
was
that?
like this crowd in London. Do you remember when I ran into them at Amy Winehouse's funeral?
No, he would hang out with Germans that owned the Star Club where the Beatles used to play all the time. Everybody that was anybody used to play there. Sabbath played there, and it was run by the German mobs. And
Is there Germans?
yes,
Did
with
they
toilet
lick the
brushes,
toilets?
and those were his friends. The Crays were his friends.
Oh,
He
really?
had-
Did you meet the Crays?
Yeah, he had a guy here. I told you, Joe Pagano. That was his big mate. If you look him up, you'll see.
But okay, so don't you know Lisa Vanderpump from London in those days? Is that?
No, and she was at stage school too. No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you knew each other from London, like East
No.
London, like scene.
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
No, we only met here.
Did you ever meet the Crays?
No.
But you knew the great train robber.
The guy that...
Oh, yeah.
we met him. But the guy that worked with Daddy was another security guard that my father worked for him. Wilf Pine took over from Peter Grant, and Wilf Pine was involved with the Crays.
Okay.
Well, with Patrick Mann as well.
Yeah.
I
And,
feel like if I would have been alive back then, I would have been friends with the crazy gay one.
oh, you probably would have loved him.
They were both gay, apparently.
Really?
So I watched a documentary about it.
Did they? Is there anything left of that in England now with the music industry?
No. It's all very boring people from England in the music industry. There's no characters. There's no... they're all kind of like the techies. They're all boring, nerdy. Yeah, they're not... They're
Jobs
not...
worth.
Non-creatives.
Total jobs worth people.
Yeah.
That 9 to 5 don't go outside the box. You have to be popular on social media, otherwise they don't even look at you.
I do find the music industry very boring now. It used to be
It's
exciting.
not like what it used to be.
It used to be exciting. There was like always like...
Well, it's instant. It's instant because of the internet. You know, people... There are no A&R guys. There are people that troll the internet for talent. So it's not like you go
People
through tapes
get
anymore.
talented
And
get successful from the internet.
of course, that's how new talent is discovered, and it's a whole different way of doing things, you know. And you're right, you have to have a following online. You've already got to have that built up, and you know, it's totally different.
Yeah.
I think probably Amy Winehouse and Adele were the last that were
Kind of cultivated and developed artists.
yeah.
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 I wonder if Adele knew Adele and Amy knew.
They did
They
know
were
each
at the
other.
same
They went to the
school.
same school,
I
Dad.
know, but were they in different classes?
They were not in the same year, a few years apart, but they knew each other from school.
Yeah.
And from
Well, you
just the music
didn't
industry.
You kind of knew Adele.
I knew Adele back then. I
Yeah.
don't know Adele now.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of times we went out and we went karaokeing and went to dinner, and
How was her karaoke?
amazing. And she was like the kind of girl that would be like, do you want to go off and get something to eat? And I'd go to the pub and we got like beer and chips or something. Like
Like
Have-
us.
yeah,
Have you watched Baby Reindeer yet, by the way?
she's insane.
No, but you know, it's meant to be the Holy Arms.
Is it?
The pub that he worked at, he was a barman at the Holy Arms. That's why I was like, I bet you Kelly met this guy.
What's the Holy Arms?
I have to
Camden?
figure it out if
Well,
I know who it is. I'm calling Kat when I get home.
Was it in Camden?
Yes.
It was
Okay.
that was the pub that Amy Winehouse would frequent. And remember when it burnt down and she like won the Grammy and she was like giving a shout out to her pub that got burnt down?
She we lived in that pub. We had keys to that pub. We could go in whenever we wanted. It was so much fun. They kept all of our sweets behind the bar. We were allowed to make our own drinks. They always fed us. It was
Have you watched Baby Reindeer yet?
No.
No, Daddy hasn't watched it.
when she gets upset and screams about what she's like wanting from him, it gives me such anxiety and panic that people are really like that, because I've met people like that.
But have you seen Piers Morgan's
Yes.
interview with her?
Yes.
Now, he is the best at people like her.
I gotta say though,
Piers Morgan.
Okay, so
this
there's a-
woman. Go on, tell Daddy.
there's a TV show called Baby Reindeer, and it's it was presented as a real story about this kind of aspiring comedian who was a barman for his day job, who got stalked by this woman who came to the bar, and he just befriended her, and then she became infatuated with him, sent him 40,000 emails, hundreds of thousands of texts, was like doing all of this crazy shit.
Following him everywhere.
But he was dealing with like a lot of addiction and trauma and like fucked up shit, and so he kind of went crazy. And this woman the real woman who this character is based on was discovered, and she came forward on Piers Morgan telling her side of the story, being like, it's not true. Then Piers was like, well, why don't we see if you've sent 40,000 emails? She's like, I'm not going to do that. So it's pretty interesting. But something that's not being addressed at all about Baby Reindeer, which I find very interesting, is that it's an amazing snapshot, whether it's true or not, but the way that they executed it, I thought it was an amazing snapshot at addiction,
yeah.
sex and love addiction, trauma, and what that does. And it wasn't acknowledged at all.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was like when you watch, you're like, wow, this is an actual case study of someone with like sex and love addiction and trauma-induced addiction.
They don't acknowledge that addiction in England.
No, and that's exactly what I said. I was like, if this came out in America, there'd be a little thing, a postscript at the end being like, if you know someone suffering from
Call this number. Yeah.
They did have something because there's a really heavy like rape scene in it. They did have like a little, hey, if this is triggering, call this number or whatever.
When he's walking and at night and she just walks up to him by the canal and grabs his dick.
Yeah.
It's just like, it is so like, what would you do?
Punch her in her throat.
Throw her in the
not get a canal handy.
Well, because he looked at her and like you look at her and she looks like a kind of normal woman.
Troll.
And she walks up and grabs his dick.
Yeah, and just starts
Where does she live?
wanking him off. And he's just stood there like, what do I do?
She would sit at this bus stop outside his house
For days.
for days.
Yeah.
What bus stop? Dad's going to North London. Oh, wow. You did the poll right now?
Literally did it in real time.
Oh, my goodness.
Comments to read.
Okay. So Karen said, say hello to the newest member of the Osbourne family. Pork Chop has joined the pack. Shout out to Underdog Heroes for rescuing this beautiful boy. We're shopping around we're shopping around new names that fit his new life. Pitch in some of your favorite names. All right, so I'm going to pitch in mine.
Everybody likes pork chop.
Everyone
and that's at
wow.
47%.
Wow. Walter, it's Pork Chop, then Walter.
Yeah, and baby at 3% and Pinky at 6%.
Winston,
I like Porky, but
Porky.
Pork chops are piece of meat.
Beefaroni.
Oh, that's so nice. Everybody's got back.
Yeah, everybody's obsessed, Mum.
Yeah, pork chop's he's a big deal. He is.
Look at him.
Look
He's
how
heaven.
gorgeous he is.
He's a handsome boy. He's handsome.
He has to be a part of every podcast
I think
now.
so.
Yeah.
But I think
Romeo, call him.
I thought of Romeo.
Romeo's cute.
He's got a good
What
name.
if we called him Baby Reindeer?
Oh, stop.
You can't have a name like pork chops too long, Baby Reindeer too long. It's gonna be like a flash or something.
Do you want it? So funny. The other morning, I went in to change, like, wake Maple up and change and get her ready for the day, and she was laying on her little changing table, and we always like put something in her hand because she starts like trying to like grab diapers and just, she's at that phase. And I grabbed a book and I gave it to her, and it was like a little like finger puppet book.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked at it, and the book's called Baby Reindeer.
No.
And I was like, probably not. If that was
Yeah.
no. But I thought that was funny.
No.
They phoned me from a plane to send a video of me, so she could.
Maple is out of town with Aerie
Yes.
and was having a total meltdown on the airplane, screaming, saying, I want to FaceTime Papa, like just kept screaming it. So I text Dad being like, just send me a video saying hi to Maple. Sent the video, and she sent one back, and like it was like this back. He sent like 3 videos, and then check this out. When they landed and they were a baggage claim. Crazy Train came on at baggage claim,
No.
and Maple thought you were coming to pick her up.
Oh. Do you remember when she used to be scared of Dad?
What she is
she is.
in IRL, terrified.
Why?
Over the screen or watching videos on YouTube, obsessed.
Oh, she is. No crazy faces.
No crazy face today.
I'm telling you, that baby Jack, she's the smartest baby I have ever seen.
She's pretty damn smart.
I think that there's some Mensa going on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her verbal ability at her age, her walking, her talking, her everything is so advanced for her age.
Yeah, she's pretty switched on.
Jack, it's so much so the doctor had to sit me down and have a talk with me about lowering my expectations.
She kind of, she ruins the standard. Have you seen the latest? Did you show him the crazy face?
Of
The best one?
course, it's the best crazy face ever.
Wesley, you really smell like a toilet.
He doesn't.
Mom, smell his breath.
This one, you see this one?
She turns right back out of it, like
She looks like you.
Yeah.
the image of you.
She and the craziest thing, she has my hands and my feet. Like,
All of your kids have your feet.
yeah.
Not Andy.
No, not Andy.
Not Andy. Actually, no, you're
But
right.
do you want to know what Andy has? Which fucking freaked me out? She has your toes. You know how your toenails go?
Yeah.
Andy fucking has your exact toes.
Oh, little
It's
Andy.
the weirdest thing. I'm like,
And she called me up the other night and she goes, I've been working on my dance routine. Do you want to see it? And I'm like, sure. She puts the phone up so I can see. She does this little routine, of course, ends in the splits.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so damn cute.
she's a handful.
Sitting in her room making up dances.
I get at least a text a day now. And now we're really excited about going to see Olivia Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my auntie thing. I've got to find out if Minnie wants to go too, because it's not fair.
Yeah, no, Minnie probably will want to go.
And
Of course she will.
we're going to go with my friend and her daughter, who's the same age as Andy.
Cool.
And I'm very much looking forward to it. And I also get text messages about this toast toy that I got her that sat in my house waiting to give to her, where you put like toast in the toaster and then it pops out a stuffy that's warm and smells like cinnamon,
What's a stuffy?
like a animal, like a stuffed
toy.
animal.
Oh. Oh.
So it's at the
Yeah,
house.
because that's the last thing they need is more stuffies.
Oh,
You know she
oh.
loves
many,
them.
yes.
Oh, the
Many.
cuddly.
Yeah,
Yes.
stuffed animals.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Adios, folks. Make sure you
Bye,
go
folks.
to osbornemediahouse.com and sign up because there's a bunch of amazing content coming out, including the basement tapes, which we are now on season 2 of filming. So
Can I just give another shout out, please?
Go on, Mum.
shout it out.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I gotta find it. I
We're doing the
gotta
shuffle.
Yeah.
find
Are you giving a shout out to the nursing home we're going to drop you off of?
Shut up, you. How dare you? Underdog Heroes Rescue.
You show how we're going to have a break.
So, Mum really would like to take a second just to thank Underdog Heroes Rescue for everything they did with this.
Soshi and Leilani, again, thank you. And we're going to tag their details of how to reach out to them. If you're looking for a gorgeous rescue dog, I'm sure that they can help you.
But this one's unavailable.
And if you
Unavailable.
want to make a donation, please do, because they are the best. So God bless you. Thank you.
This is Kelly signing out.
Sazi signing out.
Wesley signing out.
Smell that breath.
Goodbye.
I love it.
Join the family at osbornemediahouse.com.